YouTubes. What's up? So, back in the truck, back to work. Just picked up a load in Jacksonville. And I'm going to Monroe, Georgia. I guess I should explain what's going on with the channel. I'm gonna upload videos on Tuesdays and Fridays so far, if I can keep up with that. And Tuesday will be in the truck, and Friday will be on the motorcycle. And yeah, that's about it. They won't be in any kind of order, I don't think. It'll just be random crap. Because obviously I won't be able to keep it in order. I'm just gonna get a bunch of footage, and release it whenever. Fridays and Tuesdays, however it comes out. So yeah, that's about it. Just gonna take a big giant crap on YouTube, and however it plays out, it plays out. Oh, look at all these idiots wanting to merge. Guess I better get over. And so that's pretty much it. This is pretty much going to be boring until I get there. I'm going to deliver this today, actually, in Monroe. I'm about 350 miles out, and I got a late start. I slept in this morning. I shouldn't have done that. But I was going to get up at like 6 and come up. This appointment wasn't until 11, but you show up early, you get loaded early sometimes, and it's sort of worth taking a chance. But I woke up this morning and I said, you know what, my appointment's not until 11. Screw it, I'm going back to sleep. Being lazy, and I did, and I slept until I don't know, 8:30. Oh, be quiet. I'm not even near the line. I slept until like 8:30, and then I got there like 11:15. So got a late start. I'm going to be getting into Monroe, Georgia late, or later this evening. And yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to park tonight. No clue. But I'm going to get this delivered today. Hopefully I'll get another load between now and the time I get there. Help me sort of plan out where I'm going to park tonight. But parking along in Georgia, along that area, it's sort of the I-20, just outside of Atlanta. It's almost non-existent, so I'm pretty screwed. I did see a place right next to where I'm delivering, but it's tiny, and I don't know. When I'm filming this, it's Thanksgiving Eve, so there's a lot of commercial traffic out for today. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to see as much commercial traffic out the day before Thanksgiving, but nothing's open tomorrow, so I don't even know how I'm going to get a load, or it's going to have to be preloaded or relay. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Boring old I-95 out of Florida into Georgia. This load's actually kind of heavy. I think it's 39,000 pounds in the box, so that should make me somewhere in the area of 76,000. And it's relatively balanced, so I'm not going to scale it. It feels all right. I'm gonna chance it. I got 2 weigh stations to pass. 2 weigh stations and a agricultural checkpoint. So whatever. pretty much explains how the channel's going to work. So, yeah. And we'll check back in a bit. This is a way station leaving Florida. This is the first of 2 inspection places. First the way station, and it's open, unfortunately. And then next down the road is an agricultural inspection station. And I'm getting pulled in, so this is not good. Usually I get pre-passed with this one, but hey, they want to see me today, so let's go through and see if we can skate by without being overweight. I highly doubt I'm overweight on any of the axles, but you never know, man. So the speed limit's 45, so come down to 45. Pass under the thing here, I don't know what that is.
In 3/10 of a mile, keep left.
Now we're gonna hit this pre-scale, this little scale in the road here. And then they're gonna determine from that whether they want me to come in or go past. Okay, so I must be good because I got the green arrow to stay in the left lane here. In this left lane I can continue
Just
on
ahead. Keep left.
I'll be quiet. I can continue on at 45. But I have to be ready to stop up here because that light, green light, may turn red. I'll pop the window open a little bit so I can hear if they yell at me. Maintain 45 speed limit. And that's the end of that. So at least I know I'm within my weights for Florida. Doesn't always necessarily mean I'm good in Georgia. Just because you pass through a scale in one state and they let you go doesn't mean you're good in the next state. The thing that gets you is bridge law. The amount of space between the front of my trailer and the rear axles. It's actually the amount of space between the kingpin on the trailer and the rear axles. The front of the 2 rear axles, that's the bridge, the gap between there. Every state has different bridge laws, how big that gap can be in relation to how much weight is on each axle. So I'm good in Florida because I know I have my axles set for Florida. I'm set at actually the maximum length, bridge length for Florida. So when I go into Georgia, I should still be good and I don't have to adjust anything. I believe I'm a little heavier on the trailer axles as opposed to the drives. I'm 90% sure that's how I have it set up. I mean, that should be fine. As long as I'm not over 34,000 for Georgia, I'm good to go. Because Georgia doesn't have a bridge restriction. Be quiet, redneck. Georgia doesn't have a bridge restriction that I'm aware of. And at least that affects me. So yeah, next up is agricultural inspection. And these guys are weird. They can pull me in and inspect the load if they want, but I've never been inspected. Now, I don't haul fruit or produce of any kind. Fresh produce. I haul canned goods. But I don't know, they can inspect anything. And it's just not agriculture either. There's a couple different things. It's agriculture, horticulture, and aquaculture. So water, plants, and then food, I guess, fruit. But I very rarely get pulled in to an inspection. agriculture, horticulture, and aquaculture. I'm gonna get a pre-pass for this, I'm pretty sure. I pass under this little box here, it's over the road, and it'll send a signal to my pre-pass. The long, slow beeps, 5 of them, that means I'm good to go. Also a green light comes up, but I can't really see the light. If I get real short beeps, 7 real short beeps, then I gotta go in. But right now I'm good to go. I got pre-pass, so they don't want to see me. Why we're driving so slow. Why do we gotta be going so slow? So that's pretty much the end of that. Florida border's right there, passing into Georgia, and then there'll be another way station in Georgia. And most of the time it's closed. And I'm gonna have to pass these people because 57 and a 70 is just not gonna cut it. There's no reason to go that slow. Alright, so I just delivered in Monroe, Georgia, and I have a new load that picks up. It's supposed to pick up tonight, but I can't pick it up tonight because when I delivered in Monroe here, it was a drop and there were no empties. So I dropped the loaded trailer, and what's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to get an empty to take with me. Then I would have taken that empty to the new shipper, dropped it, and picked up the loaded trailer that's there, and then I would have been on my way. But there are no empties. And the shipper I'm going to is in Lawrenceburg, Georgia, which is north of here. They won't allow me to go in there without an empty trailer. So in order to get the loaded trailer, you have to bring an empty in.
Take exit.
Be quiet. So the nearest empty is in Atlanta. So I have to drive into Atlanta and pick up the empty and then go pick up the load. But I don't have the hours to do that. It's gonna take me an hour and 15 minutes to get into Atlanta, plus hook the empty, and then another hour and 15 or 20 minutes to get out to Lawrenceburg. So that's over 2 hours, and I have just under 3 hours to drive. So I won't be able to make the pickup tonight, but that's not really a big deal. I can pick up in the morning. And it's going to Lexington. It's a multi-stop load in Lexington. So it doesn't deliver until the day after Thanksgiving, because obviously nothing's open on Thanksgiving. So I'll pick it up in the morning and shoot on up to Lexington Thanksgiving Day and park somewhere near there and then deliver in the morning.
In 1 mile, take exit.
So it's always like this my first day back. Everything's always messed up, but it's not really messed up because it sort of made it easier for me to find a place to park tonight. The place I'm picking up the empty trailer from, hold on, is this my exit? No. The place I'm picking up the empty trailer from, coincidentally, is just right down the street from our Atlanta terminal. So I'm gonna go pick up this empty trailer and I'm gonna shoot on over to the Atlanta terminal and park for the night. That means guaranteed parking. So, pretty good to go.
Take exit.
That should get me there about 7:30, 8:30.
Just ahead. Take exit.
Probably 9:30. I should be done for the night. Oh, I know where I am. I didn't think I knew where I was. I know where I am. Ha! I know exactly where I am. But I don't normally go this way. Or actually, normally I'm supposed to go this way, but I always go straight on that road and take it straight into 285. But now I'm gonna go down to I'm gonna go down to I-20, take it into Atlanta to 285, and then down to pick up this trailer, empty trailer. So at the end of the day, it actually worked out in my favor, because if there would have been an empty trailer here in Monroe,
just ahead, keep right.
If there would have been an empty trailer here in Monroe, then I would have had to go to Lawrenceburg, pick up that load, and then go try and find a place to park. Which I still could have parked at our Atlanta terminal. I probably still could have made that. But this way, I don't have to go into this shipper at night, because I've been there before, but it's sort of a pain in the ass. So now I don't have to go in there at night. And I hope this isn't a turn-only lane. I don't think it is. It doesn't matter. I can get to Atlanta using any one of these roads. I don't have a trailer on the back, so my only restrictions now are height restrictions, because the truck is 13.6. But I don't have any weight restrictions or turning radius restrictions, so I can go on real tiny roads. So it doesn't really matter how I go into Atlanta at this point. But I'm gonna take this to I-20. It seems to be the quickest way. And then into Atlanta. Bam, done for the night. Now I'll have to try and go to this shipper in the dark. I don't care about driving at night. It doesn't bother me. But trying to find these places at night can be a huge pain in the ass. And I am gonna have to get over at some point, because this lane's gonna end. So I'm getting over right now. Huh, you're gonna have to suck it up. And this guy in front of me saw me getting over and it freaked him out, so he slammed on his brakes, which didn't affect me any because I knew he was going to do it. And you just know people are going to do stuff like that. As soon as he saw me getting over, he slammed on his brakes because he didn't understand what was happening. Because I was a little close to him. But he freaked out. If he'd have just kept moving forward with traffic instead of slamming his brakes on, I would have never have been that close to him. People are stupid. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my day. Picked up in Jacksonville, boring ride up here. I mean, just boring. Some back roads, small towns. A brand new road that was just built around this town. It wasn't even on the GPS. I just followed it. I had no idea where I was. I just went around this town on a bypass road that was brand new. Neither GPS even had the road on it. And then delivered, easy delivery, just dropped the trailer, and now I'm gonna go pick up an empty. I don't think traffic should be that bad going into Atlanta. Everybody should be home cooking turkey or whatever people do on night before Thanksgiving. I don't even know. They shouldn't be out unless they're out driving around getting last minute stuff, which is always possible. I don't know. I don't mind driving at night. The only thing that sucks about driving at night is trying to find shippers and receivers. Because a lot of them aren't marked at all. During the day, it's a little easier to see, you know, where to get in and out. But at night, I don't see, you can't see as far. And they don't mark their entrances very well, if at all. So it's hard to see at night. I'm nowhere near the line. That noise that you hear is lane deviation system. And if it detects me go out of the lane, it gives me this big blah. But as you can see, the lane was just coming together. I wasn't leaving a lane. It just gives false readings sometimes. It's a pain. I could shut it off. I can shut it off, but it only stays off for like 15 minutes and it automatically comes back on. It's really bad in the wintertime because the snow covers the lines, so it doesn't know where the lane is, so it just constantly goes off. So I constantly am shutting that thing off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's 7:30. I'm an hour from where the empty trailer is in Atlanta. So I'm pitching there at 8:30. By the time I hook up and get to Conley, it'll be between 9 and 9:30. And then I'm done for the day. A long day. Used up all 14 hours of it. And I was sort of stupid. I should have started earlier this morning. And I wouldn't be getting done so late tonight. Because all this same stuff would have happened if I had started early this morning instead of sleeping in. There still wouldn't have been an empty. I still would have had to go to Atlanta. It just would have been during the day. I still would have had daylight left. But I know the place where I'm going. This place in Atlanta, I'm picking this empty up. I've been there before. It's pretty easy to get in and out of. But anyway, we'll check back in a bit. I think the camera's gonna die soon. basically Atlanta. Downtown Atlanta is off in the distance. You can see, well, I can see the buildings, but I don't think the camera can. There's too much crap in the way. I can just barely see the tops of the buildings. Right there. The camera's not going to pick that up. Whatever. We're in Atlanta. I just picked up an empty trailer, and I'm going to the terminal, and I'm terminating this day. And that's it.
Turn right.
So, I'm about a mile from the terminal. And when we get there, that'll be it.